is your monthly broadcast thing to remind you that everything's gonna be okay. It's just gonna be a little crazy. And my neighbor's alarm was going off right now. Like, don't they know I record at night? So like no interruptions will be? Don't they know? I will send out an email to the entire apartment complex to let them know, please be quiet at night. I'm busy trying to film. Long time no see. How have you been? How are you coping? How are you getting through these times of rough news, after devastating news, after terrible news, after what is happening, after has it really always been this bad, after what is going on, after am I even a person? I don't know about you all and how you're coping, but I'm losing my mind. But I'm trying my best. The horrors persist, but so do we. And I hope you're finding your balance of ways to get through every day. Finding your goods on the bad days, because it does get heavy. When I start to rabbit hole and spiral into information about things that are going on, it gets heavy. It gets numbing. It gets really, really hard to try to find anything good about your day or about like what's happening. Like, I start to feel guilty for even enjoying what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain it, but it gets there. I don't know. I just think that it's just important to keep each other afloat and to be here for each other. Because there's a lot of heavy stuff that's going on. And it's crazy because back then technology wasn't as advanced as it is now. But what we have on these cellular devices is journalism. People recording, getting evidence, spreading awareness to things that are happening around them. And just because it's not near you doesn't mean it's not important. It's just a lot. And I just feel like it's important to just bring awareness to situations like they can happen to any one of us. Like, I just don't know how, I don't know. People think that, it's like kind of like this untouchable kind of thought of it would never affect me. Like, maybe that's how other people thought too before something bad happened to them. It's not funny. It's important to stay informed. And, some of the things that are just hard to swallow that I just kind of got to get out is, what happened with Adriana Smith, 31-year-old pregnant woman who was a nurse. She's been brain dead since February. She's pregnant. The family didn't want to keep her alive, but the hospital said, no, we're gonna keep her alive so the baby can make it till August. And it didn't happen. So they had to, take this fetus out of a corpse. It's crazy. It's in Georgia. She's in Georgia. And it's so scary because you think about, like, I'm 33. I don't think any of us wants that to happen. And it just feels like an experimental. Everything just feels really sick right now. Everything just feels so hateful and just heavy right now. And Jonathan Joss, who was the voice of John Redcord off of King of the Hill. I know King of the Hill just recently announced their reboot. He was murdered in front of his house when his partner was present, and everything about that situation just seemed so hateful. And then when you start digging deeper and finding out more details of what happened before, knowing that his neighbors were homophobic, probably racist, I don't want to spread misinformation, but it's ugly. And he was shot in front of his house, and his house just burned down. So it was on his property, and there's clips of him on the news, pretty much pleading for help. And I'm not smiling because it's good news. It's just really, really, really fucking bad. It's just really fucking bad. And with the ICE raids, people say we didn't know anything that was happening until history books came out, until documentaries came out. And then, after the fact, And now it seems like there's no excuse to why you didn't know. It's simply just because people see it. They don't want it to ruin their day. So keep scrolling. And it's really weird. It's just a really weird time. Being where I'm at too, you know, you have ice getting set up at these plazas and stuff that are nearby that I would go to, you know, and to know that they're snatching up people during the day, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's awful. It is awful. Can you imagine trying to go to work, you know, and having to worry about if you're going to come home or not, you know, just waiting until 5 o'clock. Is your loved one going to walk through that door? It's insane. It's insane. I don't know. Everything's just so heavy right now. But I hope even through the horrors of everyday life and things that you see on the news or see on your phone, I hope that you're finding good things throughout your day. Because you have to persist through the horrors. You have to find good things throughout your day to make it another day. To make your days count, you know, and sometimes you're not going to find it, and that's okay too. And I just hope more people know that it's okay to stand up for something. It is okay to not agree with the majority. It's okay to stand up for people that you love. It's okay to make somebody feel safe who's an oddball out because of it's just okay. It's okay. I hope people know that it's okay to stand up for something, even in a crowd of people who do not see the way you see. You don't have to blend in with people who are against humanity, who are against empathy, who are against, I don't know, I feel like I'm losing my mind, because I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. It's okay to stand up for something, okay? But always be mindful to stay safe. I think that's the most important thing right now, too, is staying safe and just keeping those close to you who love you and who you love, and making sure that people don't feel alone right now, because it could very much get so isolated to where people that you love probably feel like they're alone, but you don't think that they feel alone. But it's just... Suck it back. I don't know. Just make sure everybody that you love knows that you love them. And I think that's the most important thing right now. And I think, honestly, as cheesy as it sounds, I think that's how we're going to get through this. So, I don't know. It's not funny. None of this is funny. None of it is funny. None of this is funny. Because it affects people. It affects people that you work with. It affects people that you see every day. It affects people. You might not think it. Just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it doesn't affect people around you. It's not funny. None of this is funny. I just had to get that off my chest. I had to get it off my chest. I'm not apologizing for any of it, because I feel like the more we talk about it, the more comfortable we get with being uncomfortable, we'll be fine. We're going to be fine. Don't use my money to bomb children. Don't use my money to kill innocent people. Don't use... is that too much to ask for? I don't know. I'm spiraling out, but I wanted to get on here because I felt like a month ago, I couldn't do it. Things just got super heavy, so... You have to take your breaks. Take your breaks. Take care of you. And when you come back, everything will be where it's at. Let's do my makeup now. And I'll tell you some good things. And I'll tell you good news. I'll share with you the good, the bad, the ugly, but mostly the good. I've missed you. I've missed you so much. Sorry, it feels like my voice is just shaking now. Let me drink some water. Water's always good. There's this guy on my TikTok, and he does those what I eat in a day, and every time he eats or drinks or and it's the funniest thing. I don't know why I think it's so funny. Find silly things that you think are hilarious. Some people might find it annoying, but as long as you find it funny, that's all that matters. Try to share it with someone you love. If they don't like it, that's cool, man. That's fine. You ain't gotta like it. I was just trying to share some cool stuff with you. Anyways, I do have some cool stuff for you. I'm really excited. So last week, some friends from Seattle came down. I saw them last year in March. Flesh Produce, Fleshy P, Mila, and Carl, the absolute goats. The goats with the mostesses. They came down for a show, and I got to hang out with them, and it was amazing. They are one in a million. Genuine sweethearts. They are some of my favorite people on this earth. Genuine souls. We got to go swimming. I got beat up in Mario Kart like horrendously. I didn't even care. I was just happy to be playing games. I was just like that. I was like the little kid that you give the controller to that's not plugged in, but you just want to hang out with like your brother and their friends, you know? I got beat. It was a blast. What am I doing? Okay, I show you what I'm doing. I've been recently digging into Aurora Struck. I've been going into like these deeper colors over here. So I've been going into Stormy Much, which is this one right here. I think I went into this green over here too. And then I think I went into this one. And I've been dabbing into these glitters up here. So yeah, it's just a beautiful palette by ColourPop. You already know I'm a ColourPop gal. That's what we're gonna do. I just been going into like these darker colors, and it's been so great. But yeah, Carla and Mila, Carla and Mile. That's not their names at all. Carl and Mila told me a little ghost story. I'm going to edit it and show you the ghost story and maybe throw in some Fleshy P footage. All right, tell me what happened.
Okay, so basically we're driving from your place down to Albuquerque. We roll up on Ren's Den, which is a dope DIY all ages venue. It's a car show. We roll up on a car show, but everybody's like blasting like dope ass hip hop out of their like nice sound systems of their low riders and like doing hydraulics and shit like that while they roll by and shit. It was dope as fuck. Ready to play this like super DIY cool ass venue. Everybody who's there is super cool. Super sweet. PA's interesting.
Not a huge crowd also.
But then there were like some like really cool with the shits teens that were there. There were a few like trans kids, I feel like. I'm like 16 and I'm like seeing the shows that are happening around like concrete floors and 2-foot stage, decent PA. The sound system was weird for our show and stuff like that, but in interesting ways where the vocal would spike in weird ways and stuff. Instrumental would spike in weird ways. The show was great. You know, there wasn't a lot of people there. I enjoyed the show. We were both very into it. It was a good time for us. We wrapped up with the show. Everybody was feeling super good and we were still looking for a place to crash, and the people who organized the show were like, well, if you need, like, you guys can just crash here. Just one thing to know is that, like, the space is haunted. And we're like, okay, like...
There was a barber shop next door that had a fat mural of this dude's face painted on it, as well as, like, some flyers and stuff. He was the barber there. He was, like, a well-known, well-connected member of the community.
He was the owner of that whole block.
Yeah.
I mean, picture, like, old, very large building that might have been one thing back in the day, but then has since been divided into several different, like, shops. A barber shop, there's a vinyl shop, there's a record store, where Ren's Den was.
And he was, like, murdered semi-recently-ish.
Like the 2015 to 2020 range.
Yeah.
He was shot and he was caught up in some gang violence, like drive-by. He died on the property. He was the owner of the whole block. People kind of kept it going because he was a scene head, you know, creating and fulfilling like cultural needs of the area around him. So he must have been dope. The community must have like suffered when he passed, you know, and pick up the slack around.
Felt the plunge.
We had a fantastic night there.
I was crashed there. Milo's like skating inside.
They had a curb that we could just like kind of come up and slap you on.
I was playing drums like at one morning. Just
Skating, girls drumming, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, yeah.
Fun ass night, and honestly, the whole place, good vibes the whole night. After they told me that they're like, it's haunted, people had these experiences. Okay, here are the experiences that people had. Obviously, feelings of like being watched. Several people at the same time would have these experiences where they would go into a paralysis mode, where they would completely freeze and they'd lose all bodily function, look at each other while they were like paralyzed, they're not able to move and they're trying to get out of this like frozen state they were in. What the fuck? And they told us about that before we had crashed there. And we're like, that's fucking crazy. So all night, we know all this shit going in, and then we go to sleep, right? Carl's on this, bench that they have.
Way too
that's
small. Wooden, and I don't have a sleeping bag or anything, so I'm just like, fuck this, kind of stuff.
They had an air mattress for me. I was on the air mattress. Cozy as fuck. We went to sleep. Great night. Great vibes. I felt like I'd talk, get permission to be cool and chilling in the space, and I was getting nothing but positive vibes in return or what. I wake up 2 times to the same thing, which was a voice over what sounded like an overdriven PA. Somebody in a microphone with a feedbacky microphone.
Hey, no.
Me up out of bed 2 times to where I was laying on the air mattress and I did. What? It happened to be twice in a row. I'd been like, what the fuck? And then I went back to bed.
At some point, I think Mila may have been talking in her sleep, or maybe I asked her a question or something, and half awake, she responds to me, says some shit. I hear the same thing repeated 3 octaves lower in a mocking tone. Either of our bodies.
Ew.
And I was like, this is very clear. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Not a human. It's not Mila. It's not fucking me.
I was a SpongeBob music.
Devil octave. What the fuck is that voice? But saying the same shit that Mila said. And I was like, that's not.
Because I'll sleep talk a little bit.
Yeah, she does do that. But she doesn't do it fucking pitch shifted down 3 octaves. Which is what I heard. This is a little unsettling. But
That's insane.
Such good vibes. And then I think after we both tried to go to sleep, we're like, I don't know if I can sleep.
It was just a vibe of I'm trying to be noticed. Recognize that I'm here right now. It was not hateful.
Mildly trolling.
It was hella trolling.
I'm in my space.
Honestly, good vibes, and I would do it again.
But it's also really fucking creepy that we both heard those things so clear, and I think we were awake for both of them, but I don't remember the distorted PA thing, and you don't remember the 3 octaves down trolling sponge.
No, it's weird. Why do people just make fun of Nickelback?
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. They came over. We just chilled the first night. Next day we went swimming. I've lived here for about 2 years, I think. And I've never been to the pool. And yesterday, I wish it was yesterday. Can you just take me back to that day? It was such a good day. But that was my first time going to the pool. I was like, I don't know what it is, but every time, I'll go anywhere else, whatever, no problem. But the pool, I felt like I needed to have a buddy system. So we went, and it was great. We were in there for almost 2 hours, just talking. They were telling me about the tour. They started early June. I think they started in the beginning of June, and it's for almost a little over a month, and they're just traveling. Yeah, they were telling me about their experiences, and it was so chill. It was 113, I think. Put some sunscreen on, or ready to chill outside, And during that time, I think the day before, or 2 days before they got there, they came here, my AC in my car went out. It was ugly. It was terrible. I was driving somewhere, and it went out. I felt it get cold one last time, and then it just kicked off, and I was like, no. So them coming down was good timing, because I was like, can I ride with you? Can I ride with you? And now my paranormal presence is constantly sitting in the back of their vehicle where I was sitting. I'm with them always. They played at this place where they served crepes. They had a pizza crepe. Tasted so good. It was just so yum. We had a great time. We came back after sweating all day. Played Mario Kart. Told me more stories. I told them stories. It was great. It was just a great experience. They are the best. So now I need to make it a mission to go see them in Seattle, because I think an at-home show would be amazing to see. It would be so great to see them, in their stomping grounds. But luckily, I didn't have to go without AC for too long, because my brother is a genius. Bubby's a genius. Bubby the genius. Genius the Bubby. The Bubby genius. Genius the bub. Seriously, oh man, when I tell you, I spent so much time outside. I changed all the fuses, all the relays, when you I get it, there's correct terminology for everything. I get it, trust me, I get it. I'm learning. I'm the person who throws instructions away as soon as a box is open. I'm just They didn't need those. I gotta figure it out. I know it's bad. I try to do my part. Because you know when things break, you want to figure it out for yourself so you don't have to bother anybody. You know, like, everything just seems like so much work to just get fixed nowadays. Like, everything is just so much work. So I try to diagnose it myself. So I went, I changed all the fuses, all the relays. I went into freaking AutoZone. I was like, I need to change out these fuses. Oh, these are fuses, these are relays. God, well, you know what? They have like the same plug-in, so like they're just a little bigger. They're like, what is this too? And I was like, something with the AC. Oh yeah, you're correct. No, I know. I don't read instructions, but I looked up. Okay, I know, but God, you know, stop. Don't do that. I'm already having a rough day. Mansplained to me, and then I learned how to do the thingy where you like overcharge it and you let out the air. It's like, so I learned how to do that. The kids over at AutoZone, it was literally kids when I was walking out, and they were playing with the refrigerant using their lighter. I was like, whoa, playing with fire before I came over here, which is pretty cool. Oh, but yeah, so I try to, like, you know, do my own diagnosis and stuff, hoping it would be something that I could fix. But of course, it wasn't. But I did get lucky, because the last time that happened to me, it was just one of the relays. One of the big box looking fuses, okay? It was one of those, so I just changed it out. So I got lucky that time. So, you know, there's things wear and tear. I've had the car since 2018, so, you know, it's been 7 years. It's been a good car. It's been a great car. I love that car. So it's time. So, you know, you can't be mad at it. But yeah, luckily I only worked 2 days last week, so I didn't have to spend much time in the car. But the 2 days that I did, I was grumpy. I was sweaty. I was taking too long to put my shoes on when I got to work. I was like, man, I'm so sweaty. So sweaty. Don't talk to me for at least 2 hours. Cold out. I walked in like, you know, like you get like a little sweat patch on your back. I was like, oh no. Walking in. Genius Bubby got the part and worked on it and replaced it. It was the AC compressor, and he replaced my fan too. We kind of tried to troubleshoot it, and big shout outs to Bub. Huge shout outs to Bub. Bubby the mechanic. Bubby Mr. Fix It. Bubby fix everything. Bubby genius, you know. Big shout outs to Bub. Everybody got a bub? Yeah, I hope everybody has a bub that they can, you know, takes the time to do the research and wants to fix things together. I was showing my best friend how he showed me how to add storage to my computer. I'm having to learn different pieces. Like, I have to learn how to do the camera. I have to learn settings, which I'm still learning. It's always going to be a learning process. Somebody asked me about my camera over at the show last week. They're just like, yeah, something. This is the one. And I was like, God, I don't know names. I know nothing. A long time ago when I was in high school, you can talk to me about cameras and lenses all day. I knew what I was talking about. I was just like, oh yeah, mama. Now I'm just like, I just plug in and it fit. Like, if it fits and turns on, then yeah, I think it. Yeah, so I guess. But like technology, right? Like it's just gotten so advanced. You know, just kids these days, man. Yeah, I remember back in my day, everything used to be so simple. Give it up, old man. What was I talking about? Oh, but I was just telling her about how Bubby helped me put in more storage for my computer and took a picture, circled little areas like take out, this unplugs, then you put here. And he would send me videos and I did it. The walkthrough tutorial on adding storage with Bubby. You gotta have somebody who's patient like man, if that was like, man, you imagine like the bank? People be banking on stuff like that, you know? Shout out to Bub. Bub, you're the real MVP. The realest MVP ever. I'm not going anywhere, so let's just really grab this wing. You learn every day. You learn something new every day. If you're not learning, what are you doing? I saw another TikTok. I've been not learning a lot of anything and just like watching TikTok. Brain rot. Massive brain rot. I wanted to compare myself to Mr. Rogers because, you know, he tries to spread joy every once in a while. He has his neighbors come over. He has company come over and they show him some cool stuff and he shares it with you. So I'm trying to be like Mr. Rogers, you know? I try to keep a positive outlook on everything. I thought it was the funniest thing. I was cracking myself up yesterday when I was telling myself that. I was like, man, you are like Mr. Rogers. I was like, man, I really am. Jasmine Rogers. The first thing I do when I get home, I too take off my shoes. Right when when I get in the car. Shoes are overrated. And I too change into some comfy clothes. And I'm just like Mr. Rogers. Just more dark-sided. Past was doing its best. Leave him alone. Oh man, I thought the bear was coming out today. It's coming out tomorrow. I love to talk about the bear. I've been playing games. I downloaded Tony Hawk. I'm gonna be the greatest. Watch out. Have you seen people would run into Tony Hawk and tell Tony Hawk that he looked like Tony Hawk, but he would never really get recognized for Tony Hawk? Those are like the funniest tweets ever. Let me find some. Here's one of them. He's the cashier. Cashier, can I help you? Me, Tony Hawk. How long would it take to get a turkey burger to go? Cashier number 1, about 5 minutes. Cashier number 2, are you Tony Hawk? Me. Yes. Cashier number 1. Do you want a turkey burger then? Me, Tony Hawk. Yes, please. And an iced tea. Cashier number 1. Can I get a name? Kid at skate park. Are you Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk. I am. Him. No, you're not. Tony Hawk. Okay, I'm not. Him. But are you for real? Tony Hawk. I am for real. Him. I thought you'd look younger. Tony Hawk. Me too. That's so mean. TSA agent checking my ID. Hawk. Like the skateboarder? Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk. Exactly. Her. Cool. I wonder what he's up to these days. Tony Hawk. This. Older woman at restaurant. In parentheses, I'm old, but she was older. This is him typing. She said, I know you. You're a skateboarder. Tony Hawk. I am. Her. I saw you in an Uber Eats commercial. It was cool. Tony Hawk. Thanks. Her. I love that you're not 15 anymore, but still doing it. Tony Hawk. I haven't grown out of it yet. Her. Please don't. Oh, that's a nice one. Guy at restaurant. You famous? Tony Hawk. I think that depends on who you ask. Him. Anyone ever tell you that you look like Tom Brady? Tony Hawk. Never. But yeah, I downloaded his game. I would hope if I were to ever run into Tony Hawk, like you would recognize who he is. He seems like a really nice guy. I used to play Tony Hawk's Underground. That was really good. And Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. That was super good. If you played Tony Hawk's Underground, that guy Eric was a piece of crap. I remember hating him. In the last mission, it was too easy to beat him. Was it because I was playing on super duper easy? None of your business. Eric was a sucker. That guy sucked. He was a traitor. He took my McFlurry on top of the hotel. It's not McFlurry, it's McTwist. I don't know if that's a real thing. Okay, I'm not a freaking skater. I don't know anything. I just play the goddamn game. Come for me. And I downloaded some other games too. They were all like under $1 maybe. But I downloaded Undercooked. This is why I should read more. I bought Undercooked. It's Overcooked. Overcooked, Undercooked. Straight to jail. The first one. Right next to it for $1 more was 1 and 2. Whatever. I digress. I'm learning, okay? I'm just 33-year-old lady. Past was doing its best. Leave them alone. And then I got Little Nightmares 1 and 2. I think I've had it. I just never played it. But I wanted to play Little Nightmares to get out of this nightmare. I wanted to live in somebody else's nightmare so I could get out of my own nightmare. I played for about 20 minutes and I died 3 times and I turned it off. Is it my attention span? Maybe. But I did go back to playing San Andreas because I want to finish San Andreas. San Andreas was one of those games where I just never finished it. Honestly, it kind of got a little overwhelming. I remember, but it's like right in the beginning. I swear it happens like right when you start playing the game. And I don't remember the games being that long. But I looked at the, like the extent, like when you only have this area of the map, then you zoom out and there's just like, it's like 6 times bigger. I was like, oh man, I still got a lot to go. It was at the part, which is where I'm at right now, the lowrider part, like where you get your lowrider and CJ's sister, it's his sister, is dating somebody from the lowrider crew. But for his sister, he's doing it and stuff. So he's doing street races. And I remember it gets into like bike races too, like in the mountains and stuff. I was having like a tough time trying to beat that race the last time I was playing that I just quit.
I don't play this anymore.
Put it down, and then I played it yesterday and I beat it. Right now, but you have to go to this hotel and the hotel gets raided, so like all the cops, and you got to get him out. Oh, what's his name? But you have to go get him out because the cops are like raiding this hotel where your family's at and stuff. And so I got through, and then you get on, and then the helicopters are on the roof waiting for you, and I tried to go because I used the cheat codes. I'm not gonna get any trophies. But who needs trophies when you finish the game? I have millions of dollars in my bank. That's where it starts, where the greed starts. And then the cops are chasing us. One of them keeps getting me. The car just like blows up. Damn it! So I put it down. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to go through Little Nightmares again. This little slug bug keeps killing me. So I did do another video too where I covered my brows. I have not gone to edit it. I ended up looking like handsome Squidward. So I was like, I haven't, that's not why I haven't uploaded it yet, but I just haven't gotten to it. I used this brush for the foundation and I have to say the coverage was amazing. So let's try this. We're gonna go full-fledged with this because we're not going anywhere. I'll do this because it did really good with the blue. I just feel like you can see like all the streaks. You know, is that what it's supposed to look like? I don't know. Leave me alone. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Oh, whoa. Creator on TikTok that I follow, her makeup is flawless. Like, I want to say flawless, I mean like absolutely flawless. It's so beautiful. She uses this for her powder. And I want to try it. I'm so pale. Morris, you are a genius. God, I don't know how to do this though. Like, gotta add some like depth. I'm just gonna go in fearlessly. Fearlessly and confidently. Fearlessly. Just kind of pack this on here. And you know what else I was watching too? I was watching Astro World, the documentary. That is so sad. I've been to a pretty good amount of concerts and stuff, and yeah, they've all been pretty well maintained, but that looked out of control. I remember when it first happened, it looked out of control then. I've been like crushed like a sardine before, but luckily, you know, Bub to the rescue. He was with me and I was able to get out, but anywhere you should be able to get out, you know? But yeah, that whole concert, it just looks so eerie. Being crushed and then having people topple on top of you, like those poor kids, all so young. And then I see people doing their lip liner with like foundation on still, so give that a little whirly whirl. Why not, right? I wonder if that would look better if I flipped it. With the black on the outside and the red in the middle. I still like it though. That's still such a pretty color. Yeah. Hi, Lola. What you doing, girlfriend? What's up, Lola, my girl? Watch out, girl. Just to give some hydration to the face. You know what I mean? Everybody here get it out of control.
Oh, God, I love this. Oh, this looks so good. It looks so good.
So sweet. Like, she's gonna stay there.
She's just gonna stay there.
So we're going to do the close-up and try to not disturb her. Close-up? Can you see? Can you cook, chef? Can you cook? I can cook. Does it look good? What do you think? And the lips, that looks pretty good. I love that, like, it's like a real vampire-esque kind of look. So we love that. Alrighty, so that's all I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know of any good news that you have if you need to vent or anything. I'm here if you ever want to talk. I'm here to talk. I'm all ears. I'm a great listener. We're here for each other. Just remember, let everybody know that you love them. I love you. We love each other. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I love you so much. Extra kit for you because I love you. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care of each other. Be safe. Stay safe. Take care of each other. I love you so much. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Until the next one. Bye. Oh, let's say bye. Bye.